the specifics. We don't give a fuck.
All right, Lauren.
Hi, Richard.
We've started. And I just wanted to let you know that we are recording some of this while a hurricane is bearing down on us because nothing stops us. Nothing. Not a tornado, not a hurricane, not a cyclone.
A tsunami.
If that happens, we will keep going. But we will stop if Muchacho needs to pee. Speaking of communication.
Yeah.
I want to communicate with you right now.
I'm listening.
Very good. This segment that we're doing next is sponsored by Shivers.
Yes.
Because it's sexy and it's shivers induced. It has to do with loosening up and doing naughty stuff, which is what Shivers is known for.
Yes.
And that's why I had to bring them up. It's a natural THC enhancement.
Yes.
It's because it's fall and it's pumpkin-y. We're giving away free stuff from
With your Shivers.
With your Shiver. If you're taking Shivers, this would all track.
Okay.
This month only, get 1 pack free of Slumber CBD only gummy that helps you sleep.
Buy two packs of Shivers and get a free pack of Slumbers to try. A CBD only gummy, so it doesn't have the THC in it, but you take it and it helps you go to sleep. You want to take a whole one of these.
Code, how do they get the free treat?
Go to shivers.store and at checkout use promo code R7769.
Now on with the story. We were supposed to go into a cheap, seedy motel and just have you destroyed by strangers, basically.
That's what it's all about.
Not much of a plan.
I didn't do a very good planning job. I just
pay for a room.
Yeah.
Find penises, a camera, and just film it.
Yeah.
Does it really matter who at this point?
I mean, it sort of did, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of did. There was a couple different versions of you getting destroyed in this hotel. We're bringing a truckload of Shivers, enough for the whole hotel. Turns out a track team arrived while we were at the hotel, so thank God we had enough. We're going to take all of the Shivers and just have you just laid down on a bed and have you destroyed. Yeah. Things turned out differently, though. And honestly, we didn't see much of the track team. We know we don't know if they were a track team. We just know an athletic team showed up.
Of younger men.
Maybe college men. I don't know. That's as far as we got with that plan. And then we were like, well, how do we trap them?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the hard part.
I know.
It's like, well, we have a hotel filled with young boys. Now, how do we trap them?
Ugh, my dream.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but then you got to go out and try and reel them into your room. And that's the hard part.
Yeah. Without them calling you lady.
Yeah, I know.
Or miss.
Ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse me,
ma'am. Do you need a hand with that door? But yeah, communication is super important. I'm not talking about the kind of communication that we're like, we need to communicate as a couple. I'm talking about the subtleties of communication in the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're just missed.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes you wind up in these situations that people say, well, the most important part of the lifestyle is communicating.
Right.
With one another. And that's really true. And communicating with your play partners.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is absolutely true.
It is true. And a lot of people think it's easy. More about the little things that you can say, or even the body language things, the subtleties of
the subtleties are super important because we leave all this stuff out because we think they're just a given sometimes. Something like there are couples out there who think it's a given that they don't kiss.
Yeah.
Kissing is off the table.
Right.
You know, which could be huge for another couple. They're like, that is a no-go for me.
Right.
So, not us. I'll lick you, but I won't kiss you.
No, that's a good one.
We could be in a situation where we're talking to a couple. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're talking and I'm in my head. I'm sort of like looking at you and you're looking at me. And I think we're on the same page. And I could say something like, all right, well, it was nice meeting you. We'll catch you around. And then out of your mouth comes, but we should hang out more. Do you guys want another drink? And I'm like, what couple are you talking to right now? What is happening? So it's like there was no communication going on. You were just assuming that you were on the same page, and whatever look you were giving, I interpreted it as what I thought what was going on. And then finally you get alone and you're like, are you are you? And you're like, oh, what? You don't like them? And you're like, I thought you hated them too. There can never be enough. The smallest details sometimes can really help or hurt. But sometimes we leave out these subtle, important things, or we do things that are kind of stupid that we don't communicate, that we kind of take for granted all the time. And one just happened to us or me in our last play session. Seedy hotel, kind of smelled like mildew. Boom, I'm a rapist. That's
God.
You got to call spade a spade here. I mean, I'm on the run now. Thank God I'm in Mexico. I'm halfway a fugitive. It is what it is, though. Fugitive now.
Right.
And I'm a rapist. I'm an anal rapist is what I am.
Yeah, you are.
Now, you got to put the anal in front of that.
Yes.
Because it's very specific, but it's a very, very important part of the kind of rapist that I am. You don't want that getting out there. Richard's a rapist. You want people to say he's an anal rapist.
It's better.
It's just super specific because then they say an anal rapist. What is that? And then they're forced to tell the story. And then they might or might not be able to say, I understand that. I may or may not be an anal rapist as well.
More people would come forward, do you think?
I just feel like there may be a little bit more compassion that comes with my story before I get my Dateline spot.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before it goes national.
Sure.
Do you think John Quinones will do a piece on this? I'm not the victim here, and I know that. Okay?
Right.
All right. This is about communication, and I'm communicating to our listener right now that I did not properly communicate or hear proper communications.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, this is a night like any other. Okay? We're supposed to have a lot of fun, and that fun really was supposed to be about you getting absolutely manhandled. You were supposed to be 100% destroyed.
Filled up all over.
Yeah, filled
like,
up.
All kinds of sexy
What
things.
did you want done to you that night in this cheap, dirty hotel?
I'd been practicing, speaking of anal, I'd been flirting with him and saying, I'm practicing by sticking things in my butt because he's a bit bigger than you. I wanted to say, yes, I can take you anally, even though I didn't know if I could. But I was like, yeah,
Right.
I'm hardcore.
Right.
And I wanted to try that. And I've been getting a lot of requests for anal on OnlyFans. So I was like, I'm going to do some anal. And then I really wanted to try DVP.
Right.
None of that happened.
You fucked a lot.
I did.
You did fuck a lot.
I got some good vag.
You and her, it was a couple
Yes.
and fucked
Got to
like
go-
rock stars.
I got to go down on her.
Yeah, it was really hot. I would have gotten 75% more of this on camera had I actually pressed record while I was holding my phone.
Oh, God.
So I spent about 15 minutes recording absolutely nothing and then pressed record and laid my phone down on the table. So we got about 9 minutes. We got
desk.
15 minutes of nothing.
Right.
And then 9 minutes of just
Desk.
and sounds, sexy sounds. And you know what's most embarrassing about that?
What?
It's about the third or fourth time I've done something like that.
I know.
You know what? Sometimes I just get so into it that I'm just like, I'm not really paying attention because I'm just like, oh, this is really, really hot. And I was getting really into it that night.
Yeah.
But I think that the other gal was getting into it a lot as well.
She really was.
She was getting really, really into it. So
Probably because I prepped her so good by going
I think
down
you
on
did.
her.
You were doing a lot of girl on girl stuff.
I know.
Once again, you're doing more and more girl on girl stuff.
What's up with that?
I don't know. Going full lesbian. We're in the middle of it and we're having a really good time with them. Things are really, really hot. Really enjoying watching him with you. And then he turns to me and he says, she wants to DP. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. We're going to DP his girl.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not you.
No, she's
Sorry.
going to start first is
She's
what
gonna
I
say,
thought.
yeah, she's first up.
Yeah, that's
yes,
fine. And
that's
I'm fine with that.
Whatever. Whoever's first. Listen, I'm a hired hand.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I like to watch for a while and use my vibrator.
Yeah.
And it turns me on to watch. And I knew that she had wanted this. So I was like,
Yeah.
all encouraging.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So he goes under her, right? And he sticks it in that big giant cock of his, right? And then I go behind her and I take my cock and I stick it in her ass and boom, I'm in her ass and I fuck. And I mean, we're DPing her. And I see him look around for a little bit, kind of make a motion around her shoulder. And then he starts really getting into it and she starts really getting into it. And then we stop. She says, wow, that was surprising. And I thought,
what?
Well, that's a weird adjective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly good.
Good. Yeah.
Surprising that it fit in. Like, what was so surprising? I just sort of looked and she said, I didn't know you were going to do that. And I said, oh, no. He told me to.
Right.
He said she wants to DP.
Right.
This isn't on me, sister.
Hell no.
Just so you know. I know maybe I should have asked your consent as well, but I was just following his instructions. She's like, no. I didn't know you were going to go in there. And then I sort of think for a second and I look at him and he said, I said DVP. And I thought, oh my God, I just ass raped your wife. And he was like, no, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Y'all were going at it pretty hard.
That's okay. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed. It felt fantastic and it was really, really hot, but I felt like I violated somebody so badly and not in a good way either, because I was like, that was such a fuck up on my part. But I will have to say that there's a big difference, obviously, between DP and DVP, right?
Besides just the letter.
When you hear it in a room where there is like music is blasting, it doesn't sound that different.
No.
She wants DP. She wants DVP. It doesn't sound that different.
No, it's just going to be, it's hard to hear.
I'm just, my dick is just pointing up. I'm ready to go at that point. I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's the other thing, like not DVP is really, really specific. That just means vagina, right? But if you say DP, that can mean both.
Right. Like,
do you know what I mean?
Like a square is a rectangle, but not all rectangles are squares.
I'm not super good at algebra, but so DP can be anal and it can be
vaginal,
right? So I did this for real. I did some research. I went on to the porn sites. Because I can do that because I don't live in Texas. And I typed in DP, and you get both double penetration and DVP. You get anal and you get DVP. But if you type in DVP, you only get double vaginal. And then again, for research purposes, I typed in DAP, and that did in fact pull up double anal penetration. And yet I have never heard that thrown around in a conversation like, hey, do you guys DAP? Like, I've never heard it, but I would like to bring it into more conversations. Little DAP will do you.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I can't even take one cock in my ass.
Oh, but you should see these porns. I mean, these girls are like...
That's why they're porn stars.
Oh, they are full on...
Holy shit.
Opened up beyond what you think is humanly possible.
That's amazing.
It's a little cringe. I just don't. I'm not something I'm just like, that looks awesome. For me, I don't know. Double anal, double vag. Yeah. Double anal. I'm like, oh, I'd be a little scared.
Is that an easier position to get into for double anal than double?
It's inches. At that point, I don't think it matters. Really.
I mean, double vag
I have
is really
to do
hard.
double anal because it's better positioning for me. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry.
That's all I got.
The point of this is
you're a rapist.
I'm an anal rapist. And I'm sorry to her. And I'm sorry. I apologize to her anus. The thing I think that bothers me the most is like how easily I went in.
Oh my God.
I just slipped in.
That's not true.
Yeah, pretty sure. But you want it to be a little bit uncomfortable as a guy, especially in the rectum area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
the thing with them is she doesn't really like to know what's happening. She wants it sort of.
Well, I really did it for her this time then.
You did.
Yeah.
You were
Surprise.
You're playing the role.
I was awesome.
I nailed it.
Did it. No, I really enjoy being with them. I'd love another try. I promise I'll get a hole in one the next time.
The right one.
But anyway, that's why this was brought to you by Shivers, because they they played a huge part in just loosening you up,
Yes.
getting everyththing open,
All my holes ready.
all shivered up.
I like that.
Yeah, get shivered up.
It's a new verb.
Listen, go in there, get showered, shaved, and shivered.
Done.
How do we get the free stuff?
That slumbered.
Yeah.
To get slumbered. So go to shivers.store, use promo code R7769. That's the special this month.
I haven't done it in a while, actually. I haven't done a real good 6'9" in a long time. It's a younger move.
It's funny because people on OnlyFans will ask for that.
Really? That's because they're young kids.
And I'm like, who does that anymore? Like
Younger ones, youngins. No, it's cool for a little while, but you
Yeah.
start getting,
Bored.
You're just younger and you just bendier. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Again, the problem we have with OnlyFans is if the young people doing OnlyFans could just stop for a good year or so.
Let us take some of the subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You're killing us
So hard.
with your 25-year-old boobies. Stop it. It should be illegal.
Yeah.
It should be a union or something. You're tenured in. You're not allowed out there.
Oh my God. Yes.
Sit down, bitch.
That's right.
Back of the line, sister. I mean, they'll get it eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Get in line.
We've put our time in.
Get in line. This shit's not getting better. You're going to have a lot of time left. We don't. We have pensions and shit to worry about.
I love it.
Oh, annoying.
I'm so annoyed.
Go join our OnlyFans.
Yeah. Room 77.
77 years old.
We'll be right back. Richard, what are you doing?
I'm checking the inventory at bikiniaddiction.com.
Well, you can stop because Bikini Addiction restocked for the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's great. I was so stressed. Do you hear that? Ladies and gentlemen, if you had your eye on a specific color or cut that Bikini Addiction was out of, you can go check the website again because unlike the Philadelphia Eagles, Bikini Addiction never let you down in the fourth quarter. I'm hard on them, Lauren, because they need it. And Bikini Addiction is working on something special too.
Are they releasing the men's line for the holidays?
No, Lauren. That fabric process takes time, unicorn tails, and the stem cells from Zac Efron's ball sack. But there will be new women's bikinis for the holidays. You're welcome, guys. One gift already crossed off the list. Stay tuned to our social media for more hints as to when it gets closer.
So restock and save 10% with code ROOM77 at bikiniaddiction.com.
Stay tuned to our social media for more hints as we get closer to release. What are other things that seem to happen?
We've been in this situation before where the soft swap thing has literally come out of someone's mouth as we're disrobing, getting naked. And it's like, and we're soft swap. And you're like, oh,
That is
fine.
that is true. That is a pretty major one to drop on somebody while you're
Getting naked.
It's not really a problem. It's just to know beforehand makes it less awkward because, oh, okay, well, I know how to mentally prepare here.
I think there's a fair amount of couples that would be like, oh, well, that's a no-go for us.
A lot.
And I think that we're like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. We'll just adjust course and that's okay. And we talk about communication a lot, but this is like even being tired or your stomach hurting or something like that. It's like there was the time when we had a threesome and you were thinking that my zoned outness was me just being enveloped into this other guy.
I literally thought you were falling in love. I thought you were in love. Like you were like so enthralled with this human being that I was off put.
Yeah.
You were like, what is going on? I was just like, I don't know where you're at right now, but you are lost in his eyes. And you're like, I am so exhausted.
I was like, honey, I literally am trying to rally for you and I didn't want to bring it up like, hey, I'm tired. But like, as soon as like the lights got dim and my eyes closed and the touch started, I was like, I was out. And I could have saved a lot of stress if I had just communicated to you.
Yeah, I think it would have made a lot more sense. We all do these things. One small detail can keep you from getting raped anally.
So small.
Unless you like that. Which, I'm going to be honest, I think she did. But I want to hear from other people as well. I really want to talk to some of our group and hear just what awkward situations they've been in or what kind of miscommunications they've had. I heard a few already from our group. We mentioned a few. One was being rough or not being rough enough is kind of a common one. Me, the one that I always bring up is the one that I brought up in the room was, don't touch her hair.
Yes.
Because I'm so used to pulling your hair because you enjoy it.
Right.
Right. But once I go for hair, I always have to remember, don't pull her hair unless she tells you pull her hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, there's a lot of extensions out there and you just don't want to mess with that.
Right.
It's too much. So you get used to me having short hair, no extensions, and you don't think about it, so.
And the most important rule for guys to know for women is always come in their hair. Unless they ask otherwise.
It's our number one favorite place.
From now on, if you come in their hair and they say to you for whatever reason, what the fuck? Say, Richard told me to.
I heard it on Route 77.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. Well, let's hear what our Patreons have to say about their communication skills.
Okay. And anal raping, because I think it'll be positive. All right. So you're going on a date night tonight with people you don't really know. But how much do you know about them?
He's funny. She's cute. That's about all I have.
All right. Can I ask you a question really quick that has to do with the episode? And I'm going to get to you first because you're leaving and I feel like I'm going to lose you and then we're never going to see you again. Because let's be honest, we don't know if they're serial killers. Have you ever accidentally put your penis inside of someone's butthole?
Yes. Yes. Not all the way. As there would be violent repercussions from this one.
Did you consider yourself an anal rapist?
I did not. I hadn't thought of it that way until you brought it up just now.
Do you now consider yourself an anal rapist?
I'm going to have to take some psilocybin.
Okay.
Yes.
You are unmuted.
I muted you because we were recording the other line.
I didn't even know what I was doing. And I don't know what question. This is the first time I've ever been on this.
Oh my God, you're so cute. I can't wait to meet y'all.
It's the first time we've done this as well.
Okay. So we're both rookies.
Hey, you guys just signed up for February, yeah?
Yes.
We did. We're excited. We met some friends at Temptation and we talked about you. Y'all. Well, I think they've come to one or two of y'all's events.
Yeah.
And they liked them.
Fantastic. I hope we don't let you down. Have you been in the lifestyle a long time?
2 years.
In those 2 years, have you, is the missus there?
She's not home from work yet.
Oh, all right. I got a lot. It's like a sausage fest in here. Have you, in those 2 years, and it doesn't even have to be in the lifestyle, but have you ever accidentally put your penis inside of someone's asshole?
Many times, however, I'm stopped upon the feeling that she's like, oh, that's the wrong hole.
Did she have to say it for you to stop?
She did, absolutely.
Did you go, well, it's not that bad, is it?
I don't know about that, because I think once you go deeper, I think it does become that bad. Unless you have some lube and you go in and eat and let it go at her pace, yeah, it becomes that bad.
Did you feel a little bit guilty afterwards?
No, not at all.
Did you ask her after that? Maybe we can try it next time.
Well, we did try it and we did do it.
Oh, you did? So is there a lot of anal that goes on in your...
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say we do anal probably 4 to 6 times a year. That's all.
4 to 6 more times than we do it here. Do you have any, make sure I'm still recording here. Do you have any miscommunication pet peeves that you have with either other couples or with your own partner?
My own partner. And that is sometimes, like, say 1 or 2 weeks ago, something's open. But then 2 or 3 weeks later, it's not open. So that's kind of hard for a guy. Is that a couple of weeks ago, hey, yeah, let's get a unicorn. Mm-hmm. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, I don't know if I'm so sure about a unicorn. That kind of thing.
That's a dick tease.
Yes. I'm not mad at her, but yeah, that's a communication issue, and I'm sure if she was here, she could give a communication issue that I have. So definitely, it's not one sided, but that would be my side.
Here's my advice to you. She says next time this happens, she says, "Let's go get a unicorn. I think I want to do a unicorn." At that moment, take all electronical devices away from her. Take social media away from her. Turn the television off. Do not allow her to leave the house. So what you want to do is shut off the outside world. And then all you're focused on is that. And then she gets all of the devices back and you can let the world back in after. Good evening, sir. Question. How long have you been in the lifestyle or having sex?
Sex for, too long now. Not really. Is it ever too long?
No.
But since my young teenage years. But the lifestyle, I guess, we started going to clubs like 3 years ago, but it took us about 2 years to really get into activities, if you will.
Have you ever accidentally stuck your penis into your partner's asshole?
I mean, yeah, it was an accident.
So air quotes. So not a lot of anal sex in your household?
Not in the last, we've been married 20 years, so probably not in the last 10. But the first 10 and before that, there was a lot more.
Sarah, do you ever run into miscommunication problems when you're
I've been married for 20 years. My life's full of miscommunication.
I'm sorry you're not feeling well, but I'm going to call on you anyway. All right, you have a cold. I'm going to ask you a question. Just try not to breathe into the microphone. Did you ever accidentally put your penis inside of an anus?
Yeah, so not all the way in.
This is common. We keep getting that same answer, that not all the way in. How far?
Probably just the tip. Yeah, I bumped her a few times.
Did anyone ever call you or claim you to be an anal rapist?
Not because of that.
Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Miss you so much.
Oh, yeah, you're so far away.
I know. I have a few questions. One of them has to do with anal. Where do you stand on that?
I'm really trying to remember my abs, but I'm bad at it.
You're trying to remember your abs?
Always be suitcasing.
I should have remembered that because we made it up.
Yeah, you made it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always be suitcasing. Now, has your man ever accidentally stuck it in there?
Not fully.
Everybody's, I feel like there's a conspiracy going on. Do you ever find that there's small, tiny communications that we sometimes leave out, either with our partner or with the play partner may leave out of the conversation, that wind up being really, really important? The example that we give is sometimes people slam on the brakes with, oh, by the way, we don't kiss at the very, very last second. Has anything like that ever happened to you?
I wasn't really feeling the vibe. Rye wasn't really feeling the vibe. They had asked, they were like, well, this was great. What do you guys want to do? And we were like, oh, yeah, we're probably just going to head home. It's late. And they were like, oh, yeah, something got brought up of we have a pool at our place. They were like, well, yeah, we'd love to go hang out at the pool. And then I was like, yeah, our place is really dirty. And we had cleaned the whole house that whole day, just on the off chance that anything happened, we were prepared, But I was like, oh, our place is it's dirty right now. And Rye was like, it's not bad. And I was like,
Did they come back?
Yeah.
Oh, you whore.
Yeah. They literally spent, 48 hours with us after that?
Oh.
It is such a long story.
It sounds like a really long story.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Richard.
Anal. Give me a temperature. How do you feel?
I like it.
He likes it. I don't.
I'm a fan.
My friend, have you ever accidentally stuck it in by accident?
Yeah, we'll say it was an accident.
What was the reaction you got?
The last time was a couple weeks ago. We tried. Well, I tried. We were both on shivers.
Uh-huh.
We ate and took a full rather than a half. It didn't go terribly, but I didn't get any feedback, so I kind of stopped.
I don't remember much. We were also drinking it at a lifestyle party, so.
I've been waiting to get to you two all night, especially you, sir, Mr. BDE. I don't know if you guys know what BDE stands for. Do you guys know? You guys are nodding your head. It stands for Big Dick and then his name.
Nobody gave you permission for that. And I did not agree upon that.
I might cut it out. I don't know. But I have a question.
No, you don't have to cut that out. It's
cut it
fine.
out.
We're all going to love it.
When it comes to anal sex, is it more difficult for you because of the size of your member? Is it more difficult for you because of the size of your penis? Yes or no?
I guess yes.
Have you ever tried and have been unsuccessful because of the size?
Yes.
Were you next to the person where it was successful And that person has been like, well, what the fuck?
What do you mean, like, well, what the fuck?
Like, in other words, let's just say there was a person there. You had a hard time entering this person, but the person next to you had a very easy time entering this person. Do you feel bad for the person?
that has happened.
Do you feel bad for the person? Let's say his name is Rick. Hey, don't feel bad, Rick. Is just a lucky shot or something.
Right. Like that always.
Does that make you feel awkward?
That hasn't happened. So luckily, I guess I didn't. I don't know.
There's a lot of questions that we've been asking tonight about. Have you ever accidentally put it in someone's butthole? And for you, I would imagine that would be impossible for you, because that would be like a 747 accidentally going through the Lincoln Tunnel.
I don't know what to say.
I'm going to call on you right now, sir, even though you are driving. I don't want you to crash and die. How do you feel about the anal?
It's good.
You good? Have you ever accidentally stuck it into someone's butthole?
No.
It never happened accidentally, like, oopsie, sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Wrong hole.
No, that happened. It did happen on accident years ago. And it was a time where I thought I was entering her vagina, but I didn't. I entered her butt. But that's what she steered it towards, if you know what I mean. She did it.
Oh.
And I didn't know she was doing it. And then she asked if it felt good. I said, yes. And she said, you're fucking my ass right now. And I'm like, okay, I thought it felt a little different, but there we were. It was actually a one-night stand, so that was interesting.
That was a way better story than I thought it was going to be.
I didn't know I was fucking her ass, and then she told me I was fucking her ass.
Was that the first time that you had anal sex?
Oh, God, no. I have an anal sex in high school with girlfriends and my friends' girlfriends.
How do you get started in high school having butt sex? When I was in high school, my bar was sticking a digit inside of a girl, and it was only one hole. I didn't even know you could stick it in other holes. So what grade are you in that you're like, yeah, I'm over that, Karen. I need to fuck your ass.
I'm not sure. It was just it was always a just pushing boundaries thing. I remember this one girl worked at a veterinarian office, and she had the key, so we went in there in the middle of the night, and we used medical grade KY in the steel tube, and I fucked her ass on an examination table for golden retrievers. Lauren, you connected the dots there, but yes.
But listen, the only thing that can make you feel more shame than a human being is poor golden retrievers watching you have sex.
Well, none were there, but if they had a camera.
Oh, there were no golden retrievers there?
No, it was in the middle of the night. They were all in the pens in the back. This was an examination room, Richard. No one was in there at midnight.
Oh, I thought you did it with an audience of golden retrievers. No. And then all of the owners of this gaggle of golden retrievers comes back with their dogs and says, my dog won't go to sleep at night and keeps barking at my husband every time he comes near me. Is your current partner into the anal?
February was the last time.
Oh, I wasn't going to ask you a month, but thank you. I'll write it down. Honey, write down.
It was in Mexico.
Write down February.
Yeah.
As far as communication goes, that we all have to have when we're doing this sort of jam here, is there like a pet peeve miscommunication that you have with either your wife or other couples?
I wish she had told me not to come in her mouth.
A valid one. Do you often come inside women's mouths without asking?
No, but I have said I'm going to come, and then came, and they got annoyed or, frustrated.
Well, that sounds like
you had an opportunity. You had a warning.
I mean, you know what? I'm 50-50 on this one because half of that is correct. You are correct. Do they gag? Do they say, I wish you did it in my hair?
Just a little disappointment. Nothing. It wasn't like a huge insult. I got slapped or anything, but I got it spit back at me once.
I mean, I gotta be on his side, honestly. Like, if I'm blowing him and he's like, I'm going to come, I would be like, I would pull back so I could answer him and say, come in my mouth or come in my ear or come on my hair like a waterfall.
To me, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear, tell me what you want me to do with it. And that's hot because what I want is
to make it hot for you.
Wherever I'm coming.
Yeah.
Come in the fishbowl. I don't care.
I don't care. I just want to, and then I'm going to rub fish on me. And that's what I'm into. And be like, yeah, that's hot.
What are everyone's thoughts on face fucking?
Are we asking the women or the men?
The women.
Women, if you like face fucking, can you raise your hand? I think everyone has a pretty positive thought about it.
I just, I dated a girl from Chicago. They're wild out there. So I dated this girl from Chicago, and I didn't know I was into face fucking until she wanted me to fuck her face violently. And I thought it was the hottest thing, I think, ever. Like I had her head up against a wood panel wall, and I had one hand over the top of her head and one hand under her chin, and I was fucking her head against the wall until her makeup ran and her eyes were teary, and I pulled my dick out of her mouth fast, and she looked up at me and said, "Is that all you got?"
Oh
shit.
And I almost bought her a ring right then and there. Yeah. She had tears and makeup running down her face, and I was slamming her head against the wall with my dick, like in my like everything. It was nuts. Yeah. They're wild out there in Chicago.
Just makeup all over her face.
It was amazing.
Just disgusting. She was probably dry heaving a little bit,
making all the gagging noises, and then from that point on, I think she bought cheaper makeup that would run easier because we did this even more. We did this more, and I found out that this is something I'm really into. That was a long time ago.
High school. Years ago. That was high school.
No,
junior
not that long ago.
I forgot.
I was doing a little face fucking in high school, not that much.
It was like, it was in the middle of science class.
That's my lab partner.
Into the black hole.
Well, that was lovely. It was nice of them to show up.
Yeah, I love them all. It's so good to see their faces.
And fill some time. Maybe they can do every episode.
It would be nice.
Yeah, if they could record just every week or every 2 weeks or so, and then get somebody else to edit it. And then maybe another person could put it out.
I'm seeing where this is going, Richard.
Yeah. It's like the members and the Patreons pay us, but then they do all the work. It is my goal to have a cult before I die, or a sultan. I'd rather be a sultan, to be honest with you.
But are there tax advantages like a cult?
What, to be a sultan?
Yeah.
I think you're just so rich, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's just like taxes, whatever. And here's I'll throw in a car. I'll bring you my taxes on a new boat for you.
Oh, no.
Congratulations. Now leave me alone. That's sultan money.
Yeah.
How
fun would that be?
It'd just be fun. I don't know if it brings you happiness, but it would get my dick hard.
It brings you lots of virgins.
It would definitely get you laid. It'd get you laid. That's for sure. Leave me alone, sir. Do you want to go on my 100-foot yacht in Monaco next weekend? We'll get there in a private jet. What do you do for a living? I'm an Instagram model. You'll go. Yes, I do.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Let
good.
me mark my calendar. Do you need me to send you an invite?
Be happy. You got a free vacation.
Well, it looks like you're living a great life as a sultan in your head. That should work, yeah?
But it's not getting me head. I don't know how I started on a roll of Patreons, and then it wound up about me being a sultan having sex with strange Instagram models.
Well, these people became members and contributed to us attaining sultan status by supporting us.
If you listening want to be a member of that family, then go to Room 77 Life and sign up and become a member. If those people scared the crap out of you and you don't want to be a part of any of that, you can still support us. You just don't have to mingle with them. That's possible too. It's not mandatory to mix with those nut holes.
Yeah.
We don't. Go over to Room 77 Life, and what do they do?
Click be a member and sign up. And these are the people that did. So thank you to Hit Girl, SNA, Max, Monroe, Come Again, Daniel, Amy, Sergio, Rich, Jessica, and Pravin.
Thank you all for your support and for talking to us in this episode. So, communication. It's important.
It's very important.
That's what we've learned. So there's one piece of communication that you still, to this day, do not give me during coitus. And do you know what that is? I'm going to let you know what that communication thing is right after I tell everybody this. We are off to our event, Sin, next week, right? Which is sold out. I'm very excited for that. And this communication is going to have to be fixed at that event, hopefully, because we're always working on one another.
Yes.
And then after that, February 2025, Flirt.
It just sold out this week.
Yeah, just sold out this week, but you can still go. And this is the pitch that I wanted to give to the people about the Overflow Hotel next door. I want to tell everybody right here and right now, and you can help me out with this, Lauren, because you tell them I'm not lying. You know, one of the things that people say is, well, we wanted to stay in the main hotel. And I get it. I really do. But it's not far. In fact, I want to say this again. A, it's a nice hotel. And number two, I've stayed in hotels where it has taken 15 minutes by golf cart to get to a restaurant, and it's in the same hotel. This is 100 times closer than that. It's already a small hotel. So the hotel next to it is also not that large. So it's not big of a difference. You wear a bracelet, you walk in, you walk out. So much, in fact, when we stayed at Desire RM, and we were at Eden, the new section of Eden, our room was further away from the pool, what the distance would be to walk from the Overflow Hotel to the new section of Eden.
You are so right.
I am. And I was like, this is a further walk than it would be if you were at our Overflow Hotel. It takes longer to get to the pool than it does to us. So
go to room 77 Life and check out Flirt and get your event passes and come join us.
And by the way, I think I'd want to be at Overflow anyway, because we're a bit clingy, and I'd be like, all right, enough of those two. Like,
skip out.
Yeah, let's get away from them for a little while because they need to bring it down a notch. Anyway, back to your horrible communication. Your communication to me is, and do you know what that is?
That I'm close to coming.
You knew. I didn't think you would get it because you obviously don't get it while we're fucking. I mean, so many times. Like, it's like if it was running around the base, like home base was coming. I don't know if you're first base, running the second, running the third. Like, I have no idea. I don't know if you're in the dugout giving yourself a pedicure. Like, I have no idea where you're at, right? And then you could be like, I don't know, I came. And then sometimes you come and it either looks great or looks like maybe, I don't know, maybe you have gas. Like, I don't know.
Oh my God.
So it's like, no, don't be embarrassed. I'm just like, I don't know I don't know why you can't be like, I'm so close. I understand that maybe it'll take you out of it.
Yeah,
maybe
it's like the jinxing. I'm afraid to jinx it. That's how it all started,
right,
to be honest.
But can I say this as a man, right? Okay. So the whole time that we're trying to find the right spot, the right rhythm, the right whatever it is, and then lock it in. If you like a Top Gun, we want to missile lock it in, right? And then don't change, like hit that spot at that rhythm at that speed, and then just don't stop. If you're not communicating, and we're the fighter jet, we're always going to be switching from missiles to guns. We're always going to be like doing barrel rolls and buzzing the tower. We're going to be doing things to try to find whatever it is until you say, oh, either yes right there or I'm closer. Maybe that at this event, you'll change that.
I do think I say, oh, right there, but I don't give you any sort of timestamp on how close I am. If I just say right there, you could be locked in for 7 minutes.
That's exactly what happens.
And you are like,
yeah, you're like,
I need a break.
Well, no, you're like, is it still right there?
Yeah, it's still right there until I tell you. But you don't ever stay the whole time.
Well, because after a few, there's never any, yes, keep going, or still maintain.
Maintain position.
Maintain bearing and speed.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
Do you copy? Anything would help. You know, because after 3 minutes, what's happening? Like,
keep going.
Yeah, what's happening?
Don't give up. That's I think you're an early quitter.
I am absolutely an early quitter, and I have the attention span of a golden retriever.
Yeah,
but also men are goal oriented. We're goal oriented, so we're trying to fix it, and we're goal oriented. One or the other. It's like, all right, that's not working. Go grab a wrench. Get me a wrench and wire cutters. I'll get it. We got to take a different approach. So you have to be like, no, the screwdriver's fine. Do the screwdriver and the duct tape. That's good. Just stick with it. We'll fix this.
Like every couple minutes, you need a reassurance of steady bearing and altitude.
A couple minutes is still...
Oh, too long.
Well...
30 seconds.
I mean,
not good at time. I'm focusing on my orgasm.
Then what about, it's not as hard as you think it is.
Okay. I'll just be more vocal and we'll see what comes out of my mouth. If it's helpful, then
I think you
like,
need,
ding, ding, ding.
I think you need to associate a word with positive in the right direction. Some people use the word yes. Some people use the word ring-a-ding-ding. It might be outdated. But it's like, and then when you associate that word with coming, you won't detach. And I'm going to close with this. And tell me if you're against it. Instead of words, right? You know those lights that they have at races where it's like red, yellow, green?
On car races?
Or a traffic light.
Okay.
What if we attach those to your forehead? So instead of saying anything, you just press. And then it's going towards whatever one.
If you slow down, then it's going to go back to yellow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I was on green.
You would have to use a controller of something. It sounds way more distracting, actually, than just saying words. Pedals? No. I have to go. I have to start packing.
Yes, me too.
I'll talk to you later.
I'll see you on the ferry.
All right. I'll see you there. Good luck. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to go leave a positive review.
Or for more information, go to room77life.com.
Thanks for stopping by Room 77.
We had a blast.
Now get your clothes and get out.
Just get me